Now.
Hello. Today our team will talking about the marketing plan of the Guardian Pharma in Vietnam. So the firstly, we want to talk introduce ourselves. I'm Viet. Quân.
I'm Quân.
I'm Maureen.
We are from Vietnam and another from Melbourne.
Hi, I'm Helen in Melbourne.
Yep. Guardian's pharmacy chain is established in Vietnam in 2011, and it belongs to the dairy farm groups. So the currently Guardian has 38 stores in Vietnam. So now we have a plan to expand the business in upcoming 5 years period from 2016 to 2026. We define a problem of the Guardian now to create the marketing plans. You should see here the number of the current outlet of Guardian cannot meet the demand of the large potential markets. Second problem is the shortcoming of the medical portfolios. And the third problem is the Guardian current position does not strongly offer enough name recognition up to the customer. And for this reason, we do the plan to target on the build stronger brand awareness on trust on value of Guardians and how to make the Guardian to become the favorite healthy and beauty store of the consumer. And for the customer target, we target on the gross profits about 600 USD and expected to hit in 2020.
We'll begin with an external analysis. Vietnam is a medium-sized country with a combination of highly dense urban sprawl and rudimental agricultural areas. There are 6 major cities in Vietnam. It currently operates as a one-party government, but is a rapidly expanding modernizing society, where the GDP has doubled in the past 5 years. Healthcare has also seen a major growth. The market in which Guardian operates includes state-run pharmacies, independent pharmacies, and pharmaceutical chains such as Guardian, and their 5 other largest competitors. In conducting a Porter's 5 forces analysis of the Guardian business, we can see that the largest risk that they face is the threat of entry due to Vietnam's expanding economy, which presents an attractive option for other multinationals and local businesses to usurp market share. The lowest risk, however, faced by Guardian is the supplier power due to both the availability of alternative products and the strong purchasing power that Guardian and dairy farmers have.
The SWOT analysis with regard to the strength, Guardian has an establishment of 38 outlets since 2011 in Vietnam. It has a broad portfolio of beauty and non-medicinal products at affordable prices. And the weaknesses, Guardian has inadequate territory coverage due to limitation of store numbers. There's also a shortcoming of medicinal portfolio. The opportunities, the fast-growing hypermarket chain model is creating opportunity for pharmacies to partner with supermarket chains, as well as growth of e-commerce opportunity in Vietnam market to sell products on online in the future. And then the threats, the independent pharmacies have control over the market share, for instance, 95% of the total revenue, and are embedded in the routine of consumers. The threat of strong competition from newly established chains and growth of local chains and foreign chains. And then the TOWS analysis, the external opportunities, partner with supermarkets to have Guardian outlets within the new hypermarkets, create digital platform to develop online merchandising, utilize Starbucks experience as a leverage to enter new location, establishing new storefronts, promotion, the health and beauty side, not medicinal. And then the external threats, diversify own brands to make exclusive differentiation and strength, competition capability, use current customer cohort to promote the image and benefits of Guardian, and also to expand direct owned store to increase market coverage and market share, launch Guardian RX model to sustain in both pharmaceutical and beauty portfolios. Over to you, Fiat.
Based on the internal and external situation analysis, we set up 3 objectives to increase the higher awareness of the corporate in Guardian names, as well as increase the trust on the value of service of the Guardians to enable the commercial growth. The first objective is to expand aggressively retail outlets in terms of the numbers and geographic profile as well. The second objective is how to promote Guardian as a viable and preferred the store and make the Guardian to become the favorite hair and beauty store of the customer. And the last objective is the diversify pharmaceutical portfolio and non-medical private owned brand for Guardian. And coming up with the answer matrix, we try to point out the growth strategies and how to market penetration on the existing resource base. We increase branding promotion of the name Guardians. It's been enhancing awareness and value of customer. And besides that, we try to open more direct owner store to increase market coverage. And for market development, we try to open the new store in the new channels, especially in the supermarkets and shopping malls. And for this channel, we can set a little bit higher price than the independent pharmacies. And for the product development, we increase to sell into all private brands to increase the exclusivity in the distribution to compete to the other players. And more importantly, in the diversification, we try to sell the new product in pharmaceutical portfolios, open the in-house outlets in the hospital, and we are that encouraging healthcare professionals to market Guardian and their patients.
We saw the key markets of Guardian as consisting of, first off, the young urban cohort, which makes up 45% of the population and who have a growing disposable income, an aspirational lifestyle, and are heavily influenced by popular culture, particularly from the Western world, Japan and Korea. The second segment is the older urban cohort, who make up 27% of the population and are generally living with their children. They have traditionally used the independent pharmacies and will need to be convinced of Guardian's value proposition. Our recommendations for how Guardian can achieve its objectives include aggressive expansion in the 6 major cities via direct-owned stores. To achieve this, we propose expanding the business to 100 stores by 2020 through a 3-staged plan, which offers a sustainable growth target and achieves the desired market share. We currently believe that the perception of Guardian is as a highly trusted brand, but only to a limited audience. We hope that by 2020 to transition this to the highly aware and high trust vector. The risk for Guardian is in attaining this is the requirement for fixed margins across its stores, whereas its competitors can set individual price points.
The second recommendation, Guardian will take advantage of the rapid expansion supermarket chains across Vietnam and the new legislation allowing supermarkets to sell over-the-counter medication to grow our business in cost-effective way. By opening pharmacy outlets within their stores, we have selected Lotte-Mart and Paxing because Lotte-Mart is well established in Vietnam, is currently launching 11 new supermarkets and has planned to develop 30 more by 2020 in our target location. Parkson is a luxury department store with 10 existing malls and is expected to grow to 15 malls by 2020.
The third recommendation, Guardian should employ opportunity to hospital supplier via the opened in hospital stores. And currently, we get some the research on the market and pointed out doctor pharmacist is the most influence on the consumer healthcare choice. For this reason, if we open the in-hospital store, we can shift from the very bad current situation of the Guardian in these sectors with the low trust and the low awareness. You can see here the conceptual map and can shift to the 2020 in the high awareness and high trust on the pharmaceutical business. And the fourth recommendation to increase the store in the hospital, we should diversify portfolio of the pharmaceutical products. In this, you can see here the very potential in the pharmaceutical market in Vietnam, and 40%, almost 520 million USD for the pharmaceutical in retail channels. For this reason, if we diverse the portfolio and include the diverse non-medical outbrander, we can put the high awareness and low trust in 2016 to the very high trust in 2020 for the Guardians.
For the fifth recommendation, I suggest the e-commerce merchandising platform. According to the We Are Social report of January 2016, it's noticed that the huge potential for online retail business, both currently and into the future. If Guardian were to leverage of their established, attractive, and user-friendly website to build an online merchandising platform, they could create a new avenue of sales for the business. However, the platform could work perfectly on the PC, smartphone, and tablet devices. An online platform would maximize the revenue and provide for interactive communications with the customer. The digital platform could only sell non-medical products due to Vietnamese regulation on the sale medicines. There are four opportunities. The first is to create a new avenues of sales for the business. Provide for interactive communication with customers. The next is to connect sales with consumers outside of the major urban hills. The last is linkage to social media advertising. However, there are four risks. The first is the digital platform could only sell non-medical products due to Vietnamese regulation on the sales medicines. Lack of consumer knowledge about existence of the platform. The third is investment cost to build the platform too huge. Lastly, overshadowed by other like online retailers, not only the Amazon, the eBay, but also the local online platform like Lazada in Vietnam. For implementation plan, we divide 3 stages. From the first stage from 2016 to 2017. The second is 2018, 2019, and the last is 2020. Both all of the 3 stages, we must achieve activities in implementation. The first is promote Guardian brand name as a valuable entity. The second is apply sales scheme for online purchase via e-commerce digital platform. And the last is create loyalty program application across all stores. And with activity implementation for each stage, we have facility implementations. And on this slide, we saw the whole policy implementation for each stage. Next, I want to move to financial project. And yes, we can see that about a 5-year projection. In the first year, in 2016, we want to achieve the total revenue about $375,000, and we must achieve 3 times in the stage 3 and in 2020. And although the total operating cost will higher in 2016 and approximately 266,000, and it will higher than 3 times in 2020. According to in order to evaluation and control, we must achieve execution outcome in qualitative and commercial outcome in quantitative. On the last slide, and Helen will summarize.
So in conclusion, we see Vietnam as a highly favourable market for expansion of Guardian's business, but it must act quickly to exploit this opportunity. By utilising our 3-stage holistic marketing plan, Guardian will deliver a financial profit and a fully comprehensive business model that meets its objectives of aggressively expanding retail outlet numbers, promoting Guardian as a viable preferred alternative, and diversifying its supply chain of pharmaceuticals. Overall, this would increase its market share. I'd like to thank you for your attention today and open the floor to questions.